So it's a calm and chilled week. Monday vibe. Enjoy it between the two storms of growth. Before shift hits the fan in 2 weeks. It's good for getting emotionally cooled down. Today is the full moon and there's a yin and yang balance happening. If we have been kind of emotionally closed off, it's time to open a bit more up. On the other hand, like, subscribe, and let the bell ring so you will get all my future updates. What state of emotion do you need to be in to get things done? Because it will be important to shift into that state more and more. Just look at your boots, take one step at a time, then the next, etc. This can really get you far. And realize, how can I communicate without getting reactive if something doesn't go as planned? It's a good day to envision your future, just dream along and see every little detail, smell, taste, all the 5 senses of your vision. And it's a time to realize, how much does fear of different kind control you? Or does it empower you to go beyond that? Can you pave the way through the obstacles of mind games? Because growth is not comfortable, but it's easier than to stay stuck. Because it wears you out day after day, staying in a situation where you feel kind of weathering away. So it's easier to take one uncomfortable step a day. Like, for example, me making my content online. It's not comfortable. There's a lot of hurdles, like the video energy updates that I do for you. It's like half a day where a lot goes wrong, where I haven't really thought about this. Like today I had a surprise happening, so it kind of pulled me off my schedule, and all of a sudden the phone didn't have enough juice, so I have to charge it, and then I had too many videos on my phone, so I had to store it off, and all sorts of little details can go wrong. But are we to let it stop us? Or do we push through and say, okay, well, that's just have some extra time in case. That's what I always do. I always have a couple of hours in case, so things can go wrong and I have time to deal with it. So to empower you, don't let anything hold you back. Push through it, find solutions, just be aware and okay with not everything is perfect, and you might have to take some detours, some redo things, etc. But it's part of the journey, and it's better just to enjoy each little act of it. Like I enjoy spending time reaching out to you and making sure you're better prepared for your week. Tuesday vibe. We can feel a bit sensitive, and it's better to stay with what we're up for. It's a communicative day where we like to share, spend time with our community, with people we care for, etc. Otherwise, not much is happening. Wednesday vibe. The best way to move forward is slow and steady. Stay close to the good feel vibe. You can be sensitive to others' opinions. But the question is, are you going to let it ruin your mood, your vibrant ideas, and what you need to do to get it all going? Everybody will have an opinion, and some will tell you even though you haven't asked for it. But being anchored within yourself, don't let yourself get overruled by others' opinions. Instead, you SenseSee what feels right is the right things to do. There's oceans of opinions, but they're not standing in your shoes. Like when I had PTSD, and I've been through long years of complications, being an alone mom, and I needed something to wake me up and become alive again. All of a sudden I got the idea, even though I was living off very little, I could find a way to get more time in nature, have more holiday than just 1 week. So I realized, hey, if I had a camper and I could make it a little universe, I made a Karen Blixen universe. It's a Danish author, because my dad had made a movie, Babette's Feast, a well-known movie. It was Karen Blixen who was the author, so I wanted to make kind of an homage for him. And I made this beautiful little camper with the mood of the savannah in the tent in front of it. And the interior was very kind of 1920s Karen Blixen vibe. Maybe you know a movie of her called Out of Africa. And a lot of people had a lot of opinions about why I was doing this camper and why it did make me so happy, and they didn't really get it. They didn't get how many long, dragging years I've been through and how much it took of me to get up and out of PTSD. Nobody else I know have been able to get through it, by the way. But they haven't been in my shoes, so they didn't know how amazing it was that I found inspiration and optimism again and realized I can somehow get out of this. I can, little step by step, make a brighter future. My little camper was a proof that I could attract a very cheap camper for me, and I could make this a beautiful universe and lovely place to spend my summer vacations in. So people are not living your life. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what is right for you. They can come with ideas. You can exchange and find interesting perspectives. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know what it is being in your skin, what your heart is beating for. So let optimism rule. In the evening US time, things will start to unravel. Instability will start emerging according to our values, security, money, food, etc. Also, you may think you have found the solution and you realize it was not quite that you will need to make some changes, improvements, etc. It's better just to accept that's the way it is. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But here again, don't let it ruin your mood. I always take it as a sign that something better is about to come to me. Thursday vibe. What is the most authentic approach? How do we want to be seen, valued? What does our heart really want? Not the ego, fear-based mind. And notice how it's received. So how can you find balance in between what your heart wants and how others receive it? And the big question is, how can you find balance in between the two so it can emerge in greater harmony? This will be the theme in the next month coming up. So it's time to roll up the sleeves and get some shift done. And we'll be more emotional. But what are our emotions telling us? It's a time to settle down and reflect. What does our soul really want? Who are you to transform into, to become the one that can realize what you truly dream of, truly want to outlive? Friday vibe. There's hope. Acknowledge how far you've come. There's a little sprout coming out of the ground of what you've been up to. You see some results, but patience will be important because it will take time, it will take improvement, changes, adaptations, etc. And there's no way around it. So it's better to be in the acceptance and just patiently take one step in front of the other and enjoy watering your plant and seeing it slowly but surely move above the ground. We are part of nature, so we are under the same rules of growth. There have been an experiment with plants in a room where one side they put some very angry people that were to care for these plants, and even though they watered them, they slowly died. And at the other room, people would be happy and enjoy themselves and talk to the plants, same condition as the other plants. So this tells us that how our mood affects not only plants, but what we're trying to grow and our surroundings. Saturday vibe. Our heart and mind are in a sort of fusion. Feel like expressing yourself even though you don't have all the words. You just do your best, letting your surrounding know how you feel. It's a time to reflect with others because we can get a lot of important feedback that can help us on our way. But it's important to be objective. We can have kind of rose-colored glasses on and realize that the reality is not exactly how we see it. This can help us not to be disappointed that things may change, that the reality may be different than what we perceive. Sunday, it's fun and playful, and we can find clarity through how other people does it. You can feel like you need to get stuff done, but still have that knowing that it's time to chill for a while. See some friends, go for a walk, whatever brings up your good feel. Next week there will be more changes, but from the 24th, things are gonna stir up. So enjoy the calm before a lot will be happening from the 24th. I wish you a wonderful week and enjoy taking inspired action.